This is John T for the Boxing Voice, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by American heavyweight Christopher Lovejoy. How are you, Christopher?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm good. Glad to be here. Talk to me. What's happening?
Yeah, well, I'm all good. Where are you? You just got back to LA, have you?
I just landed about maybe an hour ago. I'm in Los Angeles, right by LAX.
Nice. Where have you been?
I was up north in the Bay Area, San Francisco, Santa Rosa, Oakland area.
You got family up there or just went for a break?
I was working. I know someone owns a company up there, so whenever I need to make some extra money, in downtown boxing, I can go pick up a little check, pay my bills a little bit, and get back to camp.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, look, I'm going to move straight on then, if that's all right with the boxing. Welcome to the site. It's the first time we've had you on the site, and a lot of fans are going to be really interested to hear from you. So for anyone who's not aware, you've had 19 fights. You've got 19 wins, 19 knockouts, 17
Correct.
of which have come in the first round. So on paper, mate, I don't think there's anyone who can touch you. So well done there.
Oh, thank you. It's damn sure nobody who can touch me. We know that. It's been proven.
Right, well, that brings me on to the next bit. As I said, on paper, I've never seen a record like that. Now, there's some cynics out there, Chris, that your 19 fights, I think I've done my homework, all 19 have actually happened in Mexico. Is that right?
100% correct.
So what made you fight all these fights in Mexico? Is it something to do with the promoter or any reason why you went to Mexico for all these fights?
Well, those are really the only opportunities I had. I mean, by me not having no amateur fights, I'll say the first 10 of those would be considered my amateur fights. I didn't have a promoter work with me. I didn't have any background, so it was hard for me to actually get granted or get a fight or even get approved to fight in certain commissions in the U.S. So that's just my starting ground. That's where I had to go to get my fights, to get my foot in the door, get some experience, some boxing experience. And that's where we at. Now I'm ready to expand and go figure it out now.
Well, that's kind of what I thought. So how long have you actually been boxing?
Boxing 5 years now. Actually exactly 5 years. I've been boxing since January of 2016.
And a bit of a late starter, because I think you're 37, are you now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. So talk to me, if you don't mind, about it was a couple of months back now. I was really excited because I'm from the UK, as you can tell from my accent, and you flew over here. You were in the bubble, in an Eddie Hearn matchroom bubble. You were due to fight Dave Allen, and that fell through. What I saw or what I heard, how true it is, I don't know, was that Don King stepped up and said that he promotes you. Eddie didn't think that was the case, and then the fight was called off. Can you clear up what happened there, please?
I mean, basically, everyone knows what happened. I mean, I can say it again. I said the same story 1,000 times. Basically, I had an agreement with Don King Productions 3 years ago, and I just thought that since I didn't have a fight, that he was in breach and the contract was null and void. I actually spoke with Don King before I left to London for the fight, and he said I was okay to go take the fight. He wanted to speak with Matchroom and try to give me some more money. He didn't think I was getting enough money for the fight, and I said, I don't need any more money. I'm going to win this fight. We can figure that stuff out later. I'm going, yes or no. He said, going over there, I'm going to go talk to him, and we're good. And they didn't reach an agreement. I don't know what type of offers were made to Don King, but whatever they made, they tried to make it happen. And shout out Eddie Hearn for giving me the opportunity and trying to, his best to make it happen. But they didn't come out to an agreement, and the fight was pulled off. It was over.
Okay, so that didn't happen, and then you went back. So what's your next plans? Are you still with Don King, or are you not? Are you on your own?
I'm with Don King, but my contract expires May 4th of this year. So I can't really have any fights or talk about fights anytime until after May 4th.
Oh, that makes sense. So after May 4th, you will be looking to get back in the ring. Is that right?
Immediately. I'm in training now, just in case someone calls me May 5th and say, do I want to fight next week? Because I know that's how it's going to happen. I'm not going to get a heads up. There won't be any type of preparation. They're going to think I'm slipping. And so, yeah, he's out of his contract. See if he wants to make some money. Let's try and get him over and get some money. We'll make him a little offer and see if he's hungry. I'll be ready. 100% I'll be ready. So I won't need any heads up.
Yeah, so without trying to sound biased, because I'm from Britain, but our heavyweight scene at the moment, I'm sure you'll agree, is thriving. We've got all the belts between Fury and Joshua. There's quite a few fighters over here that I think that I know that would quite fancy their chances, whether they're right or wrong. I've seen that one or two have called you out. Sam Jones, the manager of Solly Dackers, he's got fantastic amateur pedigree. He's got his debut coming up. I see that they've been calling you out. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, that's definitely a fight that I would take. You know, just contractual issues, it won't be able to happen. I thought it might be able to happen with the okay from Don King, but it's looking like it's not going to happen by March 20th. When is his debut? March 20th, correct?
Yeah, I think it's the 26th. It's about 2 weeks away, yeah. And it's on a BT card.
So it probably won't happen. But I spoke with San John. He said that possibly his second or third fight, you know, whenever. You know, I guess they want the fight, and you know, for me, that's an easy fight for me. The guy doesn't have enough experience. You know, I don't, you know, see why they would call me out. Maybe it's for attention. Who knows? But the guy definitely can't beat me. You know, he doesn't have enough experience. He's never even fought in 10-ounce gloves before. So whatever the case may be, they line him up, I'll knock him down. However it goes and whoever it is.
Excellent. So just to be clear, when you can negotiate and get that, you're happy to come over to England if the money's right and the fight is right, yeah?
100%. And as far as I know, the money's always right. Business has always done good. And I'm looking to come over to the UK and do business with Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn. You know, he's the guy who gave me the opportunity, and I believe that he still will give me opportunity just under the right circumstances. You know, no drama, you know, no hidden clauses, nothing like that. I think that if everything is clean and lined up, I'm thinking he'll give me opportunity, and I'll be ready for it. And I'm ready to come over and shock the world, with whoever it may be. You know, because I got a lot of stuff, you know, what I'm saying, on my chest. You know, I got to fight for mine. You know, I got a lot of stuff to prove. You know, a lot of naysayers, a lot of haters. You know, a lot of people don't believe it. I'm here. I got to show the world that this is the truth. You know, and I'm here to stay.
Yeah, no, fair play. Well corrected me there. I said BT. It is a Matchroom card. Eddie Hearn that Solly Dackers is fighting on. And I think it shows that Eddie would want to get you over here because obviously it didn't go to plan first time, but Eddie's still trying to get you over here. And he's a master promoter. You know, he'd be able to build that fight up with that record you've got. The English fans over here are really intrigued to see what you got to give because we've just not seen it on paper, but not actually in the flesh. So, look, well, good luck on that. Just quickly, while I've got you, Chris, I always like to talk to the fighters about the current scene on the world scene as well at your division. So, what are your thoughts on the Deontay Wilder split from Mark Rayland being over in America? Because that's made a lot of noise over here.
I don't really know too much about it. I never met Rayland, never met Deontay. From what I see and from what a lot of boxing people see, he never really had the skill level of what, you know, the top tier fighter should have. And, you know, I don't see he could do him any wrong by leaving the trainer if his trainer really been there that long, because his skill never was really at that top level to me. In my eyes, he was never a top skillful fighter, you know. I know he had a monster right hand, you know, a few good highlights, but I never seen him really get tested and show that real boxing skill. So, you know, I don't think he can go wrong by leaving that trainer if that was his trainer for that whole time.
Fair enough. Well explained there. And then finally, the whole of the UK are waiting for an announcement, hopefully for the big one, which will be Anthony Joshua against Tyson Fury. I believe there's a few things that still iron out. One of them could be the venue. I heard noises this week that they might even try and get it on in Vegas because there are you might be able to have fans there, whereas we're hearing that our rules over here come June time, the COVID rules will relax and fans can go back. But if something happens and we had 90,000 at a stadium and we couldn't go, who do you think would win that?
Man, you know, it really can go either way. I can't take nothing away from Joshua. I mean, you know, he had a real good – I judge fighters on their worst fight, you know. And I think Tyson Fury's worst fight was against the Wilder one. You know, when they got that draw, he was knocked down the canvas twice. And I judge him off of their worst fight. So based on their worst fight and based on Joshua's worst fight, which is against Ruiz, when he lost, I see Tyson Fury came back after his worst fight in my eyes in dramatic knockout, dramatic skill, masterclass. And when I see Anthony Joshua come back from his worst fight in my eyes, I didn't see a dramatic knockout, a dramatic win. You know, I see he coasted himself to a win, protected himself, and got the win by points. So based on that, you know, I like Fury. But then again, it's heavyweight boxing. You got the two best in the world. One punch, you know, one round could change the whole fight. You know, you really can't make a pick. If I was a gambling guy, I wouldn't even bet on it because you can't be surprised on how it would go.
Yeah,
you know, they're both proven to come. They're both proven to come in a fight well prepared to go the full distance. You know, they're both knocked out guys. You know, they show power. You know, the skill levels there. You know, they both show heart by coming off their last couple of fights. So you really just can't call it. I mean, I really can't even pick it. You know, by me meeting and being in the sharing the ring, you know, and sparring with Tyson Fury, I would like for Fury to win just based on I can say that I was in the ring with the best guy in the world. You know, the undisputed. You know, however you want to say it, undisputed, all the belts, the king. If Joshua was to win, then I can't say I got in the ring with him, and I can't see how I would match up with him. But you know, so I would like Fury to win, but you just never know. You know what I'm saying? And I can't take nothing away from Joshua because he has all the belts. You know, he lost them and got them back, so it could just go either way.
Yeah, again, most people I ask that question in the heavyweight, it is a 50-50 fight. And as you say, it's heavyweight boxing. Either of them can clip the other, but we'll look forward to that. Well, look, I'm going to let you enjoy that South California sun now that you've got. We look forward to you getting over here, hopefully fighting for Eddie, get a few fights over in the UK, and we'll catch you later in the year. Thanks so much for your time, Chris.
Thank you, man. You're welcome. Anytime, send me a DM, call me, message me. Let's get it.
So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.